Gachagua Lungu, who died in South Africa, where he had been receiving treatment. Now, since then, Zambians have been pouring their tributes from different angles within and beyond. This is Diamond TV News on the go. My name is Victoria Kayeye Yambani, and I'm not alone to run you through this live broadcast. I'm with my colleague Cheswa Kapasa. We are broadcasting live from Belvedere Lodge right here in Lusaka. Cheswa, this is the official place that was declared by government as the official place of mourning. Since that time, I think a lot of activities happening here. We know that much of the activities that are happening is just preparation of the place.
And of course, some of the things that we see when we, just arrived here, Kayeye, the defense forces, I think just organizing the tents around here, and so far we haven't really seen much people coming in. Of course, a few individuals that we've seen signing also the book of condolence, which is positioned right inside at the reception there. I think a very touching period for Zambia. We've seen this with our past presidents, and just people echoing how it is very terrifying that Zambia does not or cannot now look at any past president that is still alive. And I think that that's one of the things that many people seem to be talking about. A very sad day, taking you back to Thursday when I think the news broke out. I think I was in part of the CBD, and you could see people, pouring out, and I think business literally being at a standstill for a man that ruled the country for 7 years. And talking about his prominence, I think for many, one of the things that caught people's attention was the fact that even himself did not expect to lead this country, because he was, of course, under the leadership of President Michael Sata. And you do know the one of the most controversial statements he once made when he said, "I do not have my own vision." And I think then opposition Hakainde Hichilema rode on that premise, saying that the man did not have a vision for the country. But of course we did see other things happen as time went by, that President Edgar Lungu, coming from being just a deputy minister, from being a Secretary General of the Patriotic Front, being a deputy minister, being a Minister of Home Affairs, a Minister of Defense, and a Minister of Justice, I think describes how much of experience the man had, if I'd like to put it that way.
Not only that, he was also a member of parliament for Chawama, and we expect that a lot of people will be giving their tributes, and notwithstanding the controversy that has surrounded this particular funeral, that statements have been coming not only from the family representative Makebi Zulu, but also we've heard from the acting president of the Patriotic Front, Given Lubinda. Now, in all this, government finally addressed the nation yesterday, and I think many people were looking forward to hearing what government's position was in this particular funeral. We were told President Hakainde Hichilema has finally accorded the former president a state funeral. Not only that, we are going to mourn him for 7 days, and the mourning period begins today, and this is why we are here at Belvedere Lodge, the place that has officially been set aside for mourning. People can come through, people can sign in the book of condolence. We expect to see more activity happening here, but of course, as we speak, only a few people are here. We have only seen empty chairs. The tents, of course, they've been mounted, but not so many people are flocking to this particular place. Compared to the Secretariat, the Patriotic Front Secretariat, obviously the reasons are known. That is where Edgar Lungu was coming from, and it is really undeniable to see crowds, to see a lot of people going to the Secretariat. Will those crowds transition to Belvedere? Since this is what the government has declared, will they follow through suit to come through and mourn the president from here? Those are questions that we are asking and really monitoring how the situation unfolds.
And of course, it will be interesting to see everyone gather here, especially members of the Patriotic Front and members of the ruling party, but also generally other members from the political landscape. It will be good to see people gather here and remember the life of once President President Edgar Lungu. The first thing I saw when I was coming in, of course, is the flag flying half-mast. 7 days from now, we will see no entertainment on TV or radio between 6 and 18 until Saturday next week. But also, I think what's most catching is that the remains of President Lungu arrive on Wednesday, and you expect the media to give updates. And of course, I know that we could or we should be expecting another presser from Secretary to Cabinet to just give us details on what may happen on Wednesday. So perhaps he might be speaking with us on Tuesday to get more feedback on what may happen on Wednesday.
Right. It must also be important to mention that as the remains are repatriated on Wednesday, Cheswa, they will be done privately as President Edgar Lungu wished, according to the family representative Makebi Zulu, who did address the media yesterday via a video posted on social media where he was accompanied by the daughter of late President Tassila as well as the husband, Mr. Mwansa. This has really raised a lot of issues because the family want to do the wishes of President Edgar Lungu. They want to fulfill them even in his death. But also we must understand that he was a statesman, in as much as they may argue that at the time he was passing, at the time he was trying to seek medical attention abroad, I think there were a lot of challenges according to them, and those challenges were necessitated by the current administration, and as such they want to do things as private as possible, but also announcing that the states will take over upon the arrival of the body at the airport, and then we'll see really what unfolds from there and up until the day that he will be put to rest. Will he be put to rest? Will they allow him to be put to rest at the presidential site, the place that has been designated where past former presidents have been sleeping? Those are issues that we will be looking forward to see, but of course tributes continue coming through, and just about now I will be joined by one of the mourners who has turned up at Belvedere Lodge just to hear from them. How do they remember President Edgar Lungu? What are some of the things can they remember during his time as president? You are welcome to Diamond TV News on the go. President Edgar Lungu.
There are a lot of things I can remember him for. He brought up development, and then he kept the Kwacha-dollar ratio for a long period of time. He built a lot of schools, hospitals, right now, and people became so united at that particular time. He brought a lot of development, the mining, transport in so many areas. I remember him so much for what he done. There was a good sports fan. He loved football so much. I remember for so many things Dr. Chagwalungu, although Chagwa means to fall, he never failed in whatever he did. Whatever he did, he was just an upright person. May he so rest in eternal peace.